What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the Walking Dead universe, and in today's video we will doing a breakdown of some new promotional images released for the Walking Dead season 10 finale. So let's just dive right into this because I am super excited because the countdown has begun and we are getting really close to finally being able to see the season 10 finale. Comment down below who is excited and what are you most excited for in this season 10 finale. Now let's get to this, and I'm going to try to break these down in the order that makes sense to me for how I think it'll go for the finale. So I might be wrong, but I'm just guessing on what order these pictures should be in. So first up, we have Daryl and Judith. They are outside. It looks like they are outside of the hospital. I'm going to assume this is pretty close to the beginning of the episode because Daryl does not have the walker guts all over him. And it seems like he kind of leaves Judith behind. More than likely they go out a different direction, but there is a plan that they have and they need to get equipment to the carriage cart that they are going to be taking towards and off a hill. More than likely, what the purpose of that is just to get the walker horde away from the hospital and get them out of that area, drive it off the hill, and hopefully the Whisperers aren't able to turn the walker horde around. So they have to go in different groups. They have to take equipment to get to that. And more than likely, from what I'm understanding from what they have shown, it's probably some sort of stereo system attached to car batteries that is going to be loud enough to get the walkers distracted and get them away from the hospital. So Daryl and Judith are outside and just looks like they're just looking to see what is going on. And right here in this next image, we see Kelly, Judith, and Lydia, and Kelly is ready to go. She is one of the ones that's going to be transporting some equipment for that. More than likely, I'm assuming Judith is staying behind. And Lydia is obviously not going as well because the girls from Oceanside do not trust her, so they don't want her part of the mission. Because it has to do with the Whisperers and she used to be one, they're probably not sure if she is 100% with the communities and not going to turn her backs on them and join the Whisperers. But from my opinion, I believe Lydia has left the Whisperers behind for a better life with the community. And it just seems like Judith and Lydia are going to be staying behind. Kelly is ready to go. She has the walker guts and her backpack with the equipment ready to go. Now the next scene, we have Father Gabriel, and he is pointing a gun. He has a shotgun there and he is just pointing in the direction of what looks like to be some doors or a hallway. We're not exactly quite sure, but it could lead to this next shot where we have Whisperers coming through that door. Now they are armed with knives, and Father Gabriel has his shotgun in hand, and it looks like he has a big sort of knife hanging down the side of his leg as well. The next scene is just kind of the same thing where they're coming through the door and he is ready for a fight. So we don't see much else there in that scene. Now this scene would have been before the time that the Whisperers came in. It's Father Gabriel, Judith, and Daryl, and pretty much Daryl's just saying goodbye to Judith, kind of putting their hands to the glass and saying their goodbyes, because you never know who is going to make it through this. Like Daryl said, not everyone's going to make it through in one of the previews, and who knows, obviously we're almost 100% Daryl and Carol are going to make it through just due to the spinoff. But I mean, you never know. They could throw a curveball and it could be a spinoff from earlier on in the timeline. But 99.9% sure it is going to be after. And Judith is going to have to survive because as of right now, in this point of the timeline, she is the only Grimes besides RJ that is left at the moment. Next up, we have a group of walkers that are just heading towards the hospital. This is part of the walker horde. Merely just walkers. And walkers, it looks like maybe a Whisperer back there in the background you can kind of see walking a little normal. But other than that, this is just a group of the walker horde. Next, we have a Whisperer right here making its way towards the hospital, or it could be going away trying to steer the walkers as well. He has his knife out ready to get some of the members of the community that are trying to finish this mission of getting to the carriage that they're going to use to get the walkers away from the hospital. And really the only reason why they would do that is they have to be leaving, more than likely they're leaving the kids and some other part of the community members in the hospital, and they're trying to get the walkers away so they could get out safely. That is more than likely the plan. I kind of thought they were all going to try to escape, but this makes more sense that they are just going to try to save them, leave them somewhere safe, protected. Whisperers are going to try to go in and get them and kill them, but this is probably the best idea that they could come with at the moment, and just being in that moment and not having a lot of time. This is what they were able to figure out. Now next we have Daryl, and I'm going to go with that is Kelly behind him with the backpack. It looks like the same backpack, and it looks like Kelly has on a Whisperer mask. From the looks of it, obviously that's not Kelly's face, but that is her outfit, and the backpack, you can kind of tell that is her, but it looks like her in a Whisperer mask. So on their way out, they might have killed a Whisperer, and she put that mask on to just kind of help with disguising her. So that is actually a pretty good idea, and Daryl obviously is like that. So we had that promo image from a long time ago that showed Daryl, and it looked like a Whisperer that was behind him, and that has to be Kelly in that promo image. So pretty good idea to mask themselves behind the crowd and the walkers, and just to put that mask on and be in a Whisperer mask as well. That is really, really smart. If they could kill some of them that went into the hospital, that'd be good for all of them to get a mask on, because then the Whisperers wouldn't be able to tell really who's who. Obviously, if you take a really good glance, you'd be able to see, but with that many walkers, and we don't know how many Whisperers are mixed in, but with tons and tons of walkers, it would be easier to hide yourself wearing a Whisperer mask as well. They must be taking a page out of Carol's book with the wolves when she put on the mask and put the W on her forehead, and they weren't able to tell that she was not a wolf. So that is a very, very good idea. And we'll see how many of the members of the community that go out there in the Walker Horde are able to do this as well. Or maybe Kelly just thought about it right after they killed somebody and just stole their Whisper mask and put it on and was able to blend in a lot better. Now, next up, we see the group members right here. It looks like they were able to get out because we see Kelly on top. We have Daryl right there. We have Jerry and a couple others. And it looks like they're in the carriage and they're making their way. They have a Walker Horde behind them, and they're making their way towards wherever their destination is. It sounds like they're going to run it off the cliff so they could follow. So this is a pretty good idea. Not sure if they're going to run it off with the horses or if they're just going to get to the end, let the horses go, and then push it off. So I'm assuming this is after a lot of them were able to get out of that Walker Horde. We don't know if everybody made it. Obviously, there's not that many people in this picture, so who knows? But it looks like they were able to be some sort of success in their mission. And in the next picture, we do have Carol, and she is standing there, and it looks like she's standing on a rock, obviously, but towards the edge of a cliff. Maybe she kind of went back. It almost looks like she's at the place where she saw Alpha, where they used to store their Walker Horde, and they kind of went eye in eye after the winter storm, and this kind of looks like she's overlooking that area, but we're not quite sure where she is at, but she is standing there looking down at something. And for that group of people, that is really all we have. In this next picture, we have King Ezekiel, and he's just kind of standing there. There's really nothing else going on. He's there with his armor on, and he's just kind of there. So we know that he is with Eugene, Umiko, Princess, and they are waiting for Stephanie. And in this next clip, we have Princess, Eugene, and Yumiko, and they're just kind of waiting at the train yard, and that's pretty much it. We know it's nightfall, and Princess doesn't look super excited. Maybe they were late, and they're just hoping that Stephanie will still show up. But with these two pictures of them, that's really all we get. We haven't got any information on Connie, and pretty much we don't see Judith besides being in the hospital, and we don't see any pictures of Maggie. There are a lot of things that we don't see in this. We don't see Negan as well. He might have stayed back and there to protect the group from the Whisperers. So who knows? There is still a lot that we don't know, but the countdown has begun, and we might be getting some more promotional pictures just to kind of bring up the hype back for the season 10 finale. So hopefully you guys enjoyed these pictures. Hopefully you enjoyed the breakdown as well. I do enjoy doing this part. I'm excited to get back to breaking down episodes and predicting what will be coming in the future episodes. So thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up because it does help out the channel. And if you have not subscribed, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and make sure if you are subscribed, make sure you hit that notification bell as well so you get notified every time I post a new video so you don't miss any of the videos, because there's gonna be a lot of Walking Dead throughout the rest of the year coming within pretty much from now on. So I don't want you guys to miss any of these videos. Again, thank you guys for watching, and I'll talk to you guys all in that next video.